Sometimes I think I'm pretty naive. I think a lot, and sometimes I think I'm pretty naive. But then also, sometimes I just go back on my thoughts and be like, why can't people just be nice? Why is it so hard for people to be nice? And then I go back to thinking, I'm just really naive. Hello everyone, welcome back. It's me, Becca, Elliot D. Moose. I hope you're doing well. I'm really glad you're here, and I hope you stick around. You know, we're gonna have a little bit of more of a chill, cozy kind of conversation. So, you know, go get yourself a hot beverage or a cold beverage or no beverage at all. Maybe you need a snack. I don't know. You do you, you know you. So go get what you need, come back, get yourself a blanket. We're gonna have a little bit of a cozy time. And honestly, if you like this type of cozy content or some of the other content I do, which is kind of cozy, but maybe sometimes isn't, but is always welcoming, you can like and subscribe below to get more of that content and to help me out, because that'd be really great. Thank you very much. Oh, I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that, but I did it. It's something that needs to happen, but we did it, okay? We did it. We did it. We did it. Believe it. It's not Naruto. I'm having some coffee right now because it's been quite a week. It's been quite a week, and I need it. Now that you're all snuggled up, we're gonna have a little bit of a conversation that's been on my heart, and I just wanted to share. However, I feel like I'm gonna use my hands a lot because that's kind of how I do when I'm talking about something. So I'm gonna put down the coffee, gonna have a little sip, then we're gonna put it down. We're gonna put it down. I just wanted to have a little bit of a chat with everyone because I don't know why, for the last little bit, especially on my For You page, and I mean, I've seen these videos before anyway. I've been seeing videos back to back to back, it seems, about people making fun of other people for liking something. People making negative content and making fun of people for being positive and liking things. One of these videos that I saw was these two people, they were doing a podcast. A lot of the videos that I saw were people talking in a podcast, so that's something to say. But anyway, these two people were talking in a podcast, and one of the people asked the host of the podcast, I guess, do girls watch anime? And the girl goes, no, but we lie about it. Which I was like, who's we? Who's we? What? And then like 15 minutes later, I'm not even joking you, there was another video, again, a podcast, so, of this person that was basically saying that girls shouldn't be in Star Wars, girls shouldn't like Star Wars, that's just a silly little man's thing. Which, I mean, this video isn't gonna be about this in particular, because I feel like this needs to be a whole other video on its own. But we gotta stop gendering what people like and what people don't like. Perceiving people's gender based on what they like. Like, we need to stop that. Gender is a spectrum, as well as people's interests. They are a spectrum. So they fall all over that thing. All over that spectrum. We gotta stop perceiving people's genders. Again, another video all on its own that could be made. We gotta stop putting people into boxes, assuming what their gender is, and then in that's what they like. We gotta stop with that. So let's just stop. And then, you know, I just saw videos of people making fun of Disney adults, which, my God, people being joyful at Disney. Ugh, can't believe it. And then making fun of the fact that people write and read fan fiction, and then people making fun of people cosplaying. Those are constantly on my For You page. I do think sometimes, why is all this negative content coming to me? Maybe I need to talk more positive things to my phone. Like, maybe I gotta talk to Siri more. Maybe then the algorithm would send me more positive content. I don't know, maybe Siri's lonely, I don't know. And yeah, so I've just been coming across these videos on my For You page of just people making fun of people for liking things, and it's so unnecessary. And it seems to me, at least, and I think a lot of other people probably agree, that the people that are making this type of content are getting views and engagement from some people that probably also agree with them. But I feel like a lot of their views and engagement are from people like basically calling out their BS. Because I believe, honestly, and I think some of you know that, I think that these people are making these types of videos because they know they will get the views if they are being edgy. However, I do think that their edgy is like school bully level. And when I think of that type of school bully, I'm thinking like Binky from Arthur and like Nelson from The Simpsons and Sid from Toy Story. So even though visually I can see these people making content a lot of the time, that I'm visually just thinking that, which then I'm like, I guess you're getting the engagement, so good for you, I guess. But also, I really don't want to make fun of these people. I think though that it's valid to like put these people in their place. I'm just not the creator to do that. Other than call them like Nelson from The Simpsons, I guess. For me though, I just don't believe in that solving a problem, making fun of somebody else. One, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think, I think that that's what they want at the end of the day, and I'll talk about that later. But two, I just don't think that making fun of somebody else because they might have made fun of you is the solution to the problem. But that's just me. Because at the end of the day, when I think of these people that are making these videos, I am very sad. I'm very sad for them because I do think that some of these people that are making these videos, they do not know how to communicate. This is the only way they know how. They don't know how to make like friendships or relationships or have relationships with people that aren't surrounded by negativity, and the only way that they can connect with anyone is being negative, which really makes me just feel truly sad. It really does. And also I feel sad because I think there are actually people out there that they don't feel confident enough to make content about the things that they actually like. Making this negative content, people are listening to them, they have a voice, but if they wanted to actually make something positive, to make content about something that they actually like, I feel that they feel nobody would listen to them, or that they're embarrassed about the thing that they like, or they think it's not cool because other people have made fun of them. So this is what they choose to make content about, or this is how they choose to interact in the real world. Because this happens in the real world too. People make fun of people for what they like in the real world as well, not just on a social media platform. But yeah, I do think that people also just be negative because they are scared to like the things that they like. And I do just want to pause here and say that yes, there is an argument that there are people that just make negative content out there and just are negative in day-to-day life because they just like to do that. I just don't know how to feel about that at all. I feel that there was a battle that was lost for them a long time ago. And here we are. And I don't know what there is to say about those people other than that's just what they're gonna do. Is it right? No, but I don't know how to help them. And that's not my job. I guess that's your life. I guess that's what you've chosen. However, I also think that there are people that make this negative content and then they have this argument of, well, that's my opinion. Why do I have to censor my voice? And with that, I think there's a whole other type of conversation that comes out of censoring your opinion on something, especially when it's harmful to somebody else, which I think that you do know that you do need to censor yourself. Again, though, it's a totally different type of conversation that we're not gonna have here, but you know exactly what you're doing. You do need to censor yourself. But that's all I'm gonna get into that conversation right now. But going back to censor yourself about making fun of somebody for liking what they like, I say fine, sure, that can be your opinion, sure, say it. However, I have a little rule of you gotta own your shit then. And if you are asking the question, why you have to censor yourself around making fun of somebody for liking what they like, maybe then you've already answered the question. Because maybe you know deep down that it's not kind to do that. I mean, you could have skipped that lesson in kindergarten for the day, but you can have it right now. It's not kind to do that. But anyway, I did say you have to own your shit, so that's up to you. I mean, you don't have to like something that somebody else likes. You don't have to understand why somebody else likes it. You can just be a nice person. Being mean is super lazy. It is. It's super lazy. It's super easy to do. But being kind and being nice and being open and being curious about somebody else's likes or interests, that takes a lot more effort. I mean, I have a lot of different friends in my life, and some of us, we don't share the same interests, but they do not feel the need to go on the internet or say to other people that, wow, Becca's really weird for liking that. She's so weird, I don't get it. They just kind of let me live my life and be happy and are happy that I'm happy. And you know what? Some of their interests, I'm not into the same things, but I still engage in conversation with them. I ask them what they're up to. I see if they're happy, and if they're happy, I'm happy that they're happy. So really, you could say that that's pretty easy, but still, being mean is pretty lazy. But I do want to get back to this idea about people maybe making content on the internet or maybe talking in a group of people negatively about other people's likes or dislikes because they don't feel like if they talked about the things that they liked, it would gain engagement on the internet, or people would be interested in hearing about what they like when they're having a conversation in real life. Yeah, that makes me super sad for those people. I feel like in those moments, people are just silencing themselves to show people who they truly and authentically are. They're choosing to be this negative person, to make fun of others, rather than explore the possibilities and the creativity and the positivity of just accepting who they are and being proud of that. They're just getting lost in this negativity because it's so much easier to put people down. And I also want to be clear by saying that I think there's a difference between being negative and being critical, because critical content is also opinions, just like negative content. I find the difference for me when I watch critical content is that the opinions are based in facts. People, when they make critical content, have their facts, and they have their facts to back up their facts, and they give you that. They also give you the opinion and let you know that it's theirs. They let you know that they're open to conversation around the topic. And usually when I'm watching critical content, they never really put themselves above the person that they're making the content for, or when I'm engaging in conversation with people in real life. When a critical person is talking about the content that we're talking about, they put themselves in a position where we're equal, and they also are ready for open discussion, and they want that open discussion. I find it leads to an open and honest conversation. However, when you just hear negative content or hear people just be negative in day-to-day life, sometimes they do have facts, but there's no real facts to back up the facts, or the facts are kind of half facts. If you know what I mean? Like, they're not totally grounded in truth. Like, if you Googled the fact, it would have a bunch of different truths to it. So you don't actually know what is real or not. And I find that people just have negative opinions. They usually use more of these types of facts. Also, I find when I'm talking to somebody that just has a negative opinion, or I'm watching somebody's content and they're just having a negative opinion, the conversation is usually very closed off. They position themselves above you, and they really just want to talk at you, and they're not really listening to what you're saying, or they don't want to engage in conversation at all. A lot of the time they just shut down a conversation by using phrases that are very hard to argue with. This sucks, or I didn't like that, or this is weird, and not really giving a reason why. So it's hard to engage in a conversation with that. That's weird. Okay, I guess you won. You sure convinced me. And at the end of the day, I know that unfortunately these videos are never gonna stop. They're just gonna continue. I saw back-to-back videos of all of this content being negative about people's likes, which was really strange for that 1 week back-to-back, but I've been seeing it constantly. Again, I think I need to talk to Siri. But I've been just seeing it constantly all the time of people just making fun of people, getting that engagement, and that's all they create. It's just gonna keep continuing, which I know is sad. But for the rest of this video, I want to talk to you wonderful, cool, amazing humans, to encourage you to continue to do what you like to do, to continue to be proud of yourselves, because you are amazing. You really are. No matter what the bully on the internet says, no matter what the bully in the real life says, you are amazing. Absolutely. I spent too much time hiding who I was, what I liked from everyone, because I had this vision of what was cool and what everybody wanted to see me as. I lived that version of myself all the time for people in hopes that people would like me. But I was so unhappy because I really enjoyed the things that I liked, and I got to enjoy that stuff still, but I was all by myself and I hid that version away from everybody else. So it was just me by myself at home, loving the things that I loved, and nobody got to see that joy that I had in me. I didn't want to show that to anybody because I felt that I was gonna get rejected. But I was so wrong to hide myself, because I know this is gonna sound super cliche, because there is nothing cool about hiding who you are, because you, exactly who you are, that's the coolest person. When you're engaging with the things that you like and with your passions, you're showing up as yourself in the real world. Maybe not directly through the world on social media platforms, but directly in real life. When you engage with the things that you like and follow your passions, you are showing everybody around you who you really are. Those people are seeing you follow your dreams. They're seeing you be happy and get excited for the things that you like. And people seeing you be comfortable with who you are, seeing that positivity that comes out through that could spread to others. That can encourage others to also feel comfortable with being who they are, for liking what they like. And then they can follow their passions. They can express themselves how they'd like to express themselves. They can follow their dreams, and that could encourage others to do the same thing, and so forth and so forth and so forth and so forth and so forth, and you get it. And there is a possibility that you might be in a part of your journey right now that you don't actually know what you like, and that's okay too. You don't need to stress about it. Just keep trying new things. Try engaging in new hobbies. Try going to the gym, going for a hike. Try picking up a craft and trying that. Getting into botany. Anything that you'd like. You have got this. You will find the thing that you truly like, the thing that you're passionate about. You will. Just don't stress about it. Take your time. You've got this. The fact of the matter is, the world needs you, just as you are. When I chose to not hide myself anymore and not hide the things that I liked, I did find my people. People who I could obsess about things with because they were just as passionate as me. People who supported me and cheered me on and accepted me for me. They really are the best. And I 100% want that for you. I hope you can find that acceptance here on this channel, but I also definitely want that for you in the real world. Continue to be who you are. You got this. And be safe, okay? For those of you who are gonna continue to make fun of people, continue to make negative content, making fun of people for what they like, I guess you do you. But I'm gonna be over here having a good time, okay? Doing what I do, liking what I like. You could be over here too if you wanted. There's always room. You gotta leave the negativity over there though, okay? And for my fabulous people out there that like what they like unapologetically, please let me know in the comments what you're obsessing with right now, because I genuinely do want to know. Because you never know, I might start obsessing about it too. I'm always down for that. And until next time, you have a great day. I love ya. You got this. Bye! I really can't believe it that I called you Naruto. Believe it! Plus Ultra!